didn't do it early, but that's okay. We'll try to get you on, sweetheart.
I'll do it next. You know what? I'll try it next week.
All right. So you don't want to be waiting.
You
don't want to wait today, then.
Yeah, but I don't know when you think I'm gonna wait. You're gonna be able to do it.
That's not what I'm asking. I'm asking you. Do you want me to ask you? Do you want to tell me? I have a lot of people waiting, and I have to hop. But do you want to tell me if you want an other side connection, or if you're calling about your own life right now, so I can get your own life? Okay. Yeah. And I'll try to get to you, but I can't guarantee it because it got a lot of people calling in, sweetheart. I'm sorry, but the way to do the donation is.
I don't know what time. Last week I started at 6 o'clock, and they said, "Oh, call back in 15 minutes. Call back in 15 minutes," and I never got on.
Oh, that's weird. Oh, yeah. You know how early it is? If you can get on and wait in the queue at 6:45, 15 minutes before 7.
Yeah, I was on last week earlier, and now tonight I got on at 6:44.
All right, so but believe it or not, there's a lot of people that are ahead of you already. I don't know. I'm very popular. Anyway, sweetie, I'll try my best. All right. All right. Thank you, love. Bye. Oh boy, oh boy. Hello, this is Spirit Medium Laura. Who am I talking to?
Hi, Laura. This is T.
Hi, T. How are you this evening, darling?
Pretty good. How are you?
I'm really good, sweetheart. Are you calling for another side connection, or are you calling about your own life, T?
What? I'm trying to see. Maybe my life today.
I heard that word in my head. Okay. And you are on our mailing list, I believe, because I've talked to you before, right, honey?
Yeah, I wanted to see if I could. Do you have that option tonight to jump up?
Yeah, it's every night. Just go to spiritmediumtv.com, and I TV.com. It's a website. Yeah, and item 3 down the page, you go 1, 2, 3, you'll find it. Is the place to make the donation.
Okay.
You are? Okay, I'll look for it. Hopefully I get to see it. And I'll put you as a donation. If it's important, yeah. I was just trying to explain this to somebody else, and she kept cutting me off. It was like my head felt like my head was like an advisor or something. All right, I'll look for your donation, T. Thank you so much, honey. Thanks. I'm putting you back in the queue, honey. Thanks. Bye. Hello, this is Spirit Medium Laura. Who am I talking to?
Hi, Laura. This is Laura in Jersey.
Hey, Laura from Jersey. Are you calling about your own life today or another side connection, honey?
My own life.
All right, sweetheart. I think we spoke about love last time. Okay, I'm putting you back in the queue, sweetie. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Bye.
Thank you.
Oh, goodness. Hi there, this is Spirit Medium Laura. Who am I talking to?
How are you?
I'm good. Who's
This
this?
is Sherry.
Hey, Sherry, how are you?
Sherry.
Hi, honey, how are you?
Outstanding. Thanks for taking the call.
Yeah, I'm just pre-screening before the show starts. Are you calling for an other side connection, or are you calling about your own life, Sherry?
A combination of both. If I can get a message from any of my guardians or ascended beings, that's great.
Okay, so that would be not, when I say other side, I mean going to a deceased loved one, and so it's a little different, but that's fine. I like your answer. That's fine. I call it divine beings. That's fine. And if you're not on a mailing list, and you'd like to be in to win a private session with me, I could take your email and add us to our mailing list. And I'm about to go live in a moment, so if you'd like to give it to me, that's fine. Just have to rush through it, though.
Yes, I will.
Okay, what is your email? Go ahead, honey. Give me your email.
It is MISSLUCA.
Okay.
Miss Luca at Yahoo.
Easy enough. Thank you so much, Sherry. I'm putting you back in the queue, honey.
Okay.
Thanks. Bye.
Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, Radio.
Welcome to Spirit Medium Laura Mediumship and Messages. Here you can enjoy healing to happiness with exceptional, evidential, and ethical spirit communications. Spirit Medium Laura has been channeling spirit for over 30 years. She is a research medium and has featured the top 100 psychic in America. Here is Spirit Medium Laura now.
Hi, everybody. This is me, Spirit Medium Laura, and I'm in character this evening. Since it's Halloween, I'm wearing a costume. So if you can't see me and you want to see me, you can see me live, actually, on the website spiritmediumtv.com. Or on Facebook Live. Oh, I just got a congratulations from Facebook Live. They said, this is my 10th broadcast. Really? I don't remember that. Anybody on Facebook Live, you're going to have to call in to be in the queue to receive a reading. And that phone number is in the post for the video, Facebook Live. And I'll say it again, and anybody else listening. It's 347-945-5849. That's 347-945-5849. If you don't call, I can't get to you, okay? I want to thank everybody that did call and is waiting in the queue. Hopefully I get to most of you. I can't guarantee that. I just had a lovely woman, Trudy is her name. She congratulated me for being on Dr. Oz. I was like, huh? I think she meant another medium with the name Laura, but anyway, I won't belabor the point. So there is a website for the show, and if you make a donation, you can jump the queue. That's spiritmediumtv.com, and it's item 3 on that page. It's called the 8 No Wait. If you have an urgent matter that just can't wait, donate 8 and jump the gate. We have 2 donations so far. The show will consist of, let's see, the first 15 minutes, it will be a general message or group message. So if you're just listening, maybe you'll enjoy that, or get something from that. Then after that, I go to other side connections. It means connecting to a deceased loved one, somebody who's sitting in the spirit world, perhaps waiting to speak with you. I have Patty, who's waiting for that. And I don't know of anybody else right now who's waiting for a genuine other side connection. So Susie B, sweetheart, if you see anybody waiting there, it looks like 561 that just came in. Congratulations, by the way, on your breaking news. But if you see anybody waiting there, 561, there's a person there just came in. Maybe they want another side connection. Next 15 minutes, next 30 minutes, we got the group message for 15 minutes. Then we have the other side connections for 15 minutes. And then we have the next 30 minutes for health messages, if somebody waiting for that, and life questions, and a mix of things. I try to do the mediumship early because it's a little bit harder. It takes more intense focus from me. It's a different techniques. I try to do that. It's a different vibration. Literally, I hook into a vibration, and that's where I'm getting that information from. Okay, so tonight's focus, well, I didn't really completely clear the page. Okay, so spiritmediumtv.com allows you to jump the queue. It also allows you to be in to win a private session with me. That's item 2 on spiritmediumtv.com, which is just basically joining the mailing list that's there, and then I have a monthly contest. Item 1 on spiritmediumtv.com is how to get a 25% discount in a private session with me. A private session with me. Item 4 is how to get certified to be a soul psychic healer as well. I've done some healing meditations, which I'm enjoying doing, but to be honest with you, I've been a bad girl. There's so many that I have to do that I haven't gotten to that I don't know if it's going to be a regular thing with me. But anyway, there, if you want to be certified, item 4 is a soul psychic healer. That's there. And then item 5 is me at the bottom of that page, looking ridiculous today and having a lot of fun looking ridiculous. Here's today's featured testimonial. It's from Daniel O. From I did a reading for him a while ago, but I just found it today, so I thought I would say it. He says his insights were received. The session was an eye-opener for him with me. He was amazed to know how much help, love, and support are available from the unseen realm. I'm going to say that again. I want all of you to remember how much help, love, and support are available to you in the spirit world. And he says he received his strategic insights on the way ahead for his business career, plus other things, and he highly recommends Laura's services. Thank you, Daniel. I really appreciate that wonderful testimonial. Okay, so the featured subject of today will be about manifesting money. I did some channeling on that last week, or I think it was over the weekend. And the channeling basically, when I do these featured or focused subjects, I just pick 1 or 2 things from what I wrote because this article might be 1,000 words long. I won't do the whole thing. But if you have a chance to look at the article, or if you're coming in at a future time and listening to this show, if you go to my website, spiritmediumtv.com is a page on my website. On the right, well, would be your right, on the right side of the website are articles, posts. And if you want to find one, you just put in a search box the following words for this article, manifesting money. That would be the words, manifesting money. And the basic answer is to do what you love. But every time that Spirit speaks through me, there's always a little bit of a shift or something that you wouldn't have thought of. So in this particular case, Spirit starts talking about karmic law, spiritual law. I love spiritual law. I didn't try to find spiritual law when I was doing the channeling. It's just they came out with this. And they talk about the karmic law of love is the way to manifest money. And it goes like this. Love what you are doing. Do it for the love of it. And ask for love, which is fair payment, for doing it. So you do it for the love of doing it. You love what you're doing, you do it for the love of it, and then you ask for love for doing it. And then they said, over time, the value of what you are doing will find you, and you will be rewarded with wealth. So I like that. And then they talk about the karmic law of wealth. Well, what the heck is that? It includes exchange, they say, as it is designed to help you and you to help others. So the karmic law of wealth is exchange. Okay, so if you give, you should receive. That's what they're talking about there. You get what you give is a simple way to say this. Therefore, you must learn what it is you love to do and then do it for the love of it. And then they go into a little exercise later on, and basically they ask you, and we'll do this right now. So if you're listening, just get into a comfortable location, be comfortable, just make yourself a little bit comfortable, uncross your arms and legs, take a few deep breaths from your abdominal area. And I'm going to do this. Hi, Amy. Hi, Debbie. I'm going to do this as we go into the channeling also. So first I'm going to bring us into a meditative state, then I'm going to do this little exercise, and then I'll go to channeling. And everybody listening on Facebook Live or Blog Talk or wherever you're listening from, participate. So make yourself comfortable, uncross your arms and legs, start to breathe from your abdominal area, allowing yourself to get very, very relaxed. Letting go on every breath. If you're calling for an other side connection, please ask that specific loved one or loved ones to come into the room with you right now. Breathing in deeply from your abdominal area and exhaling deeply. If you're calling for any kind of life advice, ask that your questions be answered. If you're calling for healing, do the same. While you're doing that, I'm going to do the prayer silently. I'll be back in a moment. And now what I need you to do, on your next exhale of deep abdominal breath, I need you to release into the space your energy, and I will connect us all. One moment, please. Okay. And so as I was saying, to get relaxed and breathe and now say to yourself, now that you're in this quiet state, what do I love to do? Sit with this for a moment or two. Think deeply about it. What do you really love to do? Breathing in deeply and exhaling deeply. Now, from the list of things that might have hit you just now, decide on one thing. Pick one thing. Okay. Hi, Vanessa. Hi, Amy. Pick one thing that you like to do, and then tomorrow turn it into an activity you do, okay, as a service to others. For example, if you like to meet new people and network, set up your own networking group, okay, in the area of work you do. And then tomorrow they say, begin to add what you love to do into your day and attempt to make it as professional as possible, no matter how silly or remote this seems. Now, I interpreted this to mean, and I actually started to do it today, that you should start to combine pleasure with work, work with pleasure. You shouldn't have, and they do go into that later on in the article, you shouldn't have like a separation of, oh, here's my work, I'm going to be bored and disgusted, and then I go to fun. Because that's not prosperity. It won't bring wealth to you. If you can combine your work with more enjoyable activities, you'll find that you will attract more and more wealth, because basically money is love and love is money. There is another article too that goes into it a different way, and there may be a series coming through depending on what I'm motivated to do. So as an example of this, on Friday I did a Halloween party. I was the resident psychic in an affluent beach club. It was a beautiful place. And I enjoyed every moment of it. And it was fun. It was like a party. I was at a party and I was part of the party. I was doing my work. And so what did I get from that? Well, today I said to myself, you know what? I really want to do more combination of my work with fun. I don't want to look at my work as work and my fun as fun. So I decided to start going to a networking event, maybe once a month, and putting it on my meetup so that I could meet you face to face, where if you're in my area. If you're not in my area, I have this way to meet you. Hi! So combining more work with fun and fun with work is one of the secrets to prosperity and one of the cosmic laws to wealth. Okay, so now I'm going to do a little bit of channeling, and then I will get to the phone lines. So everybody, please, if you would, uncross your arms and legs, sit back in your respective seats, start to breathe abdominally, allowing yourself to get very light and relaxed, very light and relaxed. And I'm going to go now to the guides. We are here. We are the ones. We have come in to add to the idea of prosperity and how love is money and money is love. Indeed, the cosmic law of wealth has to do with combining what you love to do with what you are doing. There should be no separation. So even if you are doing work that you do not explicitly love, you should find ways to add love into the work. For example, if you have a karmic situation at work, perhaps there's an ego problem or personality conflict, you should find ways to heal it and to bring fun and love into the workplace. Everything needs to center around enjoyment or high vibrational state. If you sit in a lackluster state, if you become detached, if you become bored, if you become unhappy, you will not attract the cosmic law of wealth, which is love. But you will not be resonating the vibration of wealth, which is love. Love comes to those who are in a higher frequency state and also love their work. So find ways to add love into your day-to-day work life, and you will find that work will add itself into your day-to-day wealth life. Namaste. Okay, so I'm going to go to the phone lines. I'm going to try to find somebody who's wanting an other side connection. If you're listening on Facebook Live and you want to hear me better, as Amy says she can't hear me, call the number, get in the queue, 347 area code 945-5849. Okay, going to Patty, who is waiting for an other side connection. She was bright and chipper and called right in to begin with. Hey, Patty.
Hi, Laura. How are you?
I'm good, and I know everybody listening, Patty has had a lot of loss, and one of them very, very difficult of late. So you're asking me for an other side connection, I'm assuming. Is that correct, honey?
Yes.
All right, and then you
Yes,
said,
it is.
all right, and she also said that something going on with her health. So let's see. Okay, Patty, I just want you to relax your stomach and abdominal area for a moment and breathing in deeply and relaxing because I could feel how tense you are.
Okay.
Okay, just relax. Calling in your loved one, your loved ones. Let's see. I know who you want me to call in. Let's see if he will. You're alive. He's here. He's here. He says, I'm here. I'm here. He's still smoking. He's still smoking up a storm. He's laughing a little bit. He's a little sad too because you're sad. It's interesting when souls come in from the spirit world and they're sad, they will kind of kick a can around just like their foot's hitting a little bit something on the ground. They don't know what to say. It's very sad. He knows that you're sad. He says, please don't be sad for me. He says, I'm sad for you. He says, please try to get out of the funk that you're in. He says, every day is like interesting, a mystery to you. You're not sure how you're going to get through it or what you're going to do next. I want to aid you in this process, he says. This is Patrick, okay, I'm assuming. And I'm going to pull in more evidence, sweetheart, but I have to let him speak to you, all right, darling? So just relax. Okay. He says, every day is like a mystery to you. He says, you don't know how you're going to get through it. He says, I'm with you every day, every bit of the way, baby. I love you very, very much. Please don't hold your head down so much. Hold it up high. Know I'm around you and know that I'm up there, right around you. He wants to say, I'm above your head to get you to put your head up because you're dragging your feet, your head's down all the time, and you're miserable. You feel alone. He says, I'm not gone. I'm around you. He says, don't you know it? Now he shows me something that has to do, I have no idea why he would be showing me this, sweetheart, but we'll go with it for a moment. Would you have any understanding or why he would be showing me a cow out to pasture and a horse? Is there anything going on in your life that, I know Kentucky's known for horses, but anything to do with farm life, animals in a farm or horses or cows or anything? Would you have any understanding about that, honey?
Well, a little bit. I made up with my niece that has a farm recently and talked for a long time. And she just told me this morning she was out at 6 a.m. trying to catch her horses.
All right. Well, then maybe this is a thread to go somewhere. Let's see. Patrick, you want to He says you should get out of the house more, be around family and friends. I know you know this. He says, I'm glad you made up with your niece. He's not giving me her name right now. He may be, but I just don't hear it. He says, please get out of the house more. He says, animals and wildlife is good for you. That's the way to healing. Now, okay, so I get it. So being around a horse, for example, could really raise your heart, your vibration, Patty. He says, so get out of the house and be around animals, farm animals in particular, are particularly meaningful for you because they help you in your career goals and what you want to do with your life, which has to do with helping people and animals and particularly the environment. You're all about that. You're about raising people up from themselves. He says, I want you to get out of the house more and do this work that you're thinking of doing. He says, it will clear your head. It will give you purpose and meaning, and it will get you out of the house so you don't feel so alone all the time. Let me just double check one other thing before I say it, because I think he's trying to say something. I just want to make sure, honey. I'm going to be silent for a moment. Horses are very important to you. He says horses will make you feel better. Even to ride on one, go horseback riding, the freedom of it, the way it feels to you. He says being close to nature grounds you and raises your mood. So do that. Be close to nature to raise your mood. He says, I love you very much. He says the chalice you've put on the mantelpiece fits there nicely of me. So he must have his ashes out, I'm assuming. Yeah. What was that?
They were hanging up. I put them on my neck. They were hanging up.
And you put them, okay.
By my the neck. Now.
They're on your neck now? Okay. Well, he likes that, you know.
I just put them there.
All right, all right. He says that keeps you close to him. He loves you very much, and he's just a heartbeat away. I'm going to see if I can bring in one more piece of something, you know, those are slight kind of evidence things, you know, well, there's three things actually. One of them is you spoke to your niece who has horses and farm animals, so you see if you can visit with her. The second thing is that you should be close to nature. Riding a horse and or doing your holistic work will make you feel a lot better. And the third thing are the ashes. He says he's around the home a lot, underfoot even. He says sometimes he shows me, I believe you have a dog. Don't you have a dog, sweetheart? I see a dog in the house. But just sometimes do you feel like you're tripping over the dog?
All the time.
Well, he says
she's always under my feet.
Okay, well, he's showing me that. And he's saying that one of the reasons why the dog is always under your feet is because I don't know, he has a communication with the dog or he's putting her there. So that's his way of letting you know that he's around with the dog thing. Okay, the dog thing. All right, that she sees him. She's kind of always underfoot, and he's showing me you tripping over, and that's his way of saying hello to you. When the dog is underfoot, it's me coming in to say hello. And there's something about him coming in. I just want to see. Are you saying, Patrick, that you tell the dog to be under her foot, or that the dog sees you and gets frightened and goes underfoot? What is this meaning, please, Patrick? I get underfoot with the dog. I kind of embroil myself in the dog's energy and place her under your feet. So he's laughing a little bit as he says this because he says he knows how to get to you and he knows how to make you laugh. Okay, and he says what he would do when he was alive on Earth is he would trigger you, tease you in many different ways. So he's teasing you now, always. Okay, so don't think that his sense of humor is lost. Don't think that he's gone. He's still teasing you, and he uses it with evidence from the dog.
I just wanted to ask one thing. I've been in my kitchen, and tonight was a big night for him. And this is silly, but my kitchen light is flickering on and off.
Mm-hmm.
It's flicked on and off 3 times.
All right, let's see. Of course he's going to say yes, but maybe he can give us something more to go with that. Okay, Patrick, what's up with the light in the house? It's up and down, the light, because of me. I'm touching it, playing with it, flickering with it. He says I can't get the god darn thing to work. It's always up and down like that. It's always been a little unreliable, and you know it. If I were there, I would try to rewire it a bit to get it to stop flickering like that. He says it's driving me crazy and it's a nuisance to you. He says there's a little bit of a filament inside of there in terms of the wires. It's out of sorts. He says, but you will get that fixed soon. He has a little different way of speaking than I do. He's giving me that intonation right now. You'll get it fixed soon. And he says, I know you'll like it. Something about you like that light, or you'll like it very much. The light is very close to you and where you are all the time, and that's why you need it to be solid. So you're using this light a lot. Okay, you're using this light a lot, and if it's not solid, it's going to drive you crazy. And he says if he were there, he'd go in and fix it for you. There's something loose in the wiring inside of it. He says, but you should get it fixed soon. He says, and I love you very much. He says, don't put your hand in it, please. Don't put your hand in. Don't try to fix it. All right. He's worried because you might try to put your hand in there and fix it. He says, no, no, no. And he says, you know how I never let you touch anything like that around the house.
No, he didn't. He sure didn't.
He did everything.
Touch anything. He did everything.
He did everything for you. He says, you're like a helpless princess.
Everything.
Yeah. He says, right now you're like a helpless princess. He says, I'm sorry I spoiled you that way. He says, but I loved every moment of it. I loved every moment of it. All right, sweetie. All right. Now, so you're going to do what he said? Are you going to do what he said?
Yes, I am.
All right, sweetheart. All right, my beautiful.
All right.
I'm giving you a big hug, a big kiss, and thank you so much. This is an anniversary. There's something coming in. Wait 1 second. Wait, Patty. Wait 1 second, honey.
Yeah.
There's one other thing. Okay. Hold on. What's it? Anniversary of my birth date. Somebody's birthday. His birthday? Whose birthday today?
We just October 22nd was the day I met him.
Okay. All right. So it's the day that you met him.
Today was a really special day for him because he always dressed up like Jason at Halloween to scare the kids.
Okay. Oh. All right. All right. Okay, sweetheart. I'm going to let you go. And all right. Thank you, love. Thank you so much, sweetheart. And just try to
Laura.
One day at a time. God bless, sweetheart. One day at a time.
Okay. God bless you too. Thank you.
Thank you, love. Bye-bye. Patty had a severe and sudden loss of a loved one, and I know her for a while. Actually, I met Patty in an argument online. It's kind of a weird story, and then we both discovered that I wasn't anyone she would ever want to argue with, and certainly I didn't want to argue with her, so we became the best of friends. Okay, so let me just see if there's any other oh, yeah, Laura, I'm sorry, honey, got dropped. If there's any other other side connections, and there is one. Hold on. Let me see if there's just 1 second. I got to make sure that I've got the right one. Okay, and then we will go to regular life readings. Hello, Penny. Hello.
Hello, Laura, and your fabulous Halloween hair.
I started to think that I should dye my hair back. This is my natural color, you know.
No.
All right. So let's go to
blonde is softer and more flattering, in my opinion.
All right, good. Well, I'm glad you said that, and somebody else online said that to me today. All right, darling. So it's Penny, and she wants an other side connection. And for some reason or other, I do feel a male to you that has a certain amount of presence. He's got a strength to him. This could mean a father. I think I always seem to bring in your father, and it also could mean yeah, I know, and I could also be bringing in someone else. Is there somebody in particular you want me to bring in?
No, I don't trust anybody.
Sure.
Who could possibly help me?
All right, so you're wanting help. You're really wanting a life question. All right, let's see what we can pull in. So there's a man who's rather, he's a little bit stronger in the stomach area. He's carrying extra weight on him. He looks like he's a very smart person. He shows me a picture not of Einstein. There's a certain picture of Einstein that I remember. You may not remember this photo. It's an odd one of him, not the real real famous picture. He shows me a picture of Einstein. And he also shows, so whoever this is thinks he's very smart. Okay. He also carries extra weight in his midsection. I'm not sure, I think though, that he would have smoked cigarettes because the picture he's showing me of Einstein has something in his mouth. He's not that tall. He's not that, he's not a towering figure, maybe average height to a little above average height. And he's got a creative side to him, but also a healing side to him. And he's a father figure to you in certain ways. He may not actually be your father, but he's got a feeling to him, in a sense to him, as if you know him, and that when you knew him on Earth, it felt like you knew him from other lifetimes as well. He's charismatic, and he also seems to have some kind of background in therapy or therapeutics. His original hair color is brown, and he likes to wear it a little bit longer when he was younger, when it still was brown, before it gets whiter. Would you understand this, please? This person.
I'm totally confused. I thought it was my father, and then I thought it was my girlfriend's husband, Ralph, who's very charismatic.
All right, let's continue. Okay, so this man.
But he wasn't therapeutic.
All right, this man's very smart.
Very creative.
Very creative. Okay, this man is very smart. He reminds me of somebody who's like a therapist. Okay, like you could talk to him. He's very wise. Okay, I had said that he's a little above average height, and now he shows me maybe I have two people here. Okay, because one of them is slender. One of them is slender and taller, and the other one, the first one that came in, was the Einstein look. He's a little bit bigger in the stomach area.
Like my dad.
All right, well, let's go. Okay, so I have Ralph here also. Ralph is the therapist, artist type. He's like got something going on with all that. He's very smart. He's very, he's just very, people could talk to him. They like to talk to him, Ralph. Okay, if you give him the name Ralph.
Very charismatic and a shoe designer, very creative.
Okay, so he's here, and also Dad is here initially. He came in, so we got two here. Let's see which one wants to develop the most, because the one that will develop the most is the one that's probably best for you and what you need right now. Okay, so they're telling me that the therapist one, they're making Ralph into a therapist right now. In other words, they're saying that he is a soul person that if you would have talked to him on Earth, he would have given you good advice. He's kind of got that sage wisdom about him. He also says that when he's on Earth, he doesn't talk that much. He's sort of quiet until he has something to say. So people used to try to draw him out by asking him advice. He's kind of that kind of person, is what he shows me. He also looks like he likes New York. Now, I know you come from New York, right, love? You come from New York, honey? There's something about Washington Square and the Village they likes very much. These art. Well, I know you said he's also artsy and creative. So he's artsy creative type, but he likes the Village a lot. He shows me that Washington Square where they have that big archway, and the square and the park and all that. He's very fond of that place in New York. Okay, so he's going on and on and on. Dad was there for a moment, but this man wanted to pop in as he's developed more than the other people, the other person. So I'm going to let him be the one to answer your question. Now, you said you wanted advice about something. What was the advice, honey?
Well, as you know, I'm going through hell with my ex-husband, and about the long-term care premium that he's refusing to pay after paying it for umpteen years, and just no money to fight him. And the question of whether or not it's ambiguous has been brought up by some attorneys I've spoken to.
Okay, I can't get an answer from somebody in spirit for that. It's a little too. It's more a guide question, but I will try to give you an answer. Okay, sweetie. I don't want to, because it's hard enough to get them in and get them validated, let alone go to that level of detail. Okay.
I guess you just put it out. It's just at the end of my rope. That's I guess.
Yeah. I don't know what else to say. Let me just see if there is an answer. Is there anything that she can do to get her husband, Ralph, or anybody, Dad, Ralph, spirit guides, anybody can help her with something that she hasn't thought of yet? Please, this is for Penny. Okay, hold on. Well, Ralph is saying you have to let go of it now. He says you have to let go of it now. Allow a clearing to happen in your psyche and what you're doing about it. He says, and then He says the answer will come. He's saying this, honey, and I have no idea, love. But he says the answer will come to you suddenly, or it will come into you like a light bulb will go off. So his advice is to forget about it for now. You should revisit this subject in about a week or so, or a month or so. But something's going to come into your mind that you haven't tried before, and he says you should look into that. He says it's a legal thing that you haven't tried yet, and it's another stone that you have not yet uncovered. He says, but you have to think of it yourself. He says, I cannot tell you what it is. So his big advice, though, is to let go of it. And I have a neighbor who says this to me a lot, and it really is true. I think she's used to, when you're at your wit's end, and this is true for everyone listening, we get to sometimes places in life where we're at our wit's end. We've tried everything we can possibly do to solve a problem. The best thing to do is to go into a meditation and not try to solve it. Just go silent. And then do some prayer at the end of the meditation. But it's called Let Go, Let God. And the Let Go, Let God principle goes through everything. And what it does is it allows miracles to come in. So my recommendation is to do the Let Go, Let God, do it in a formal meditation, then ask at the end, I'm handing this to you, God, to handle it for me, because I've done as much as I can on the subject. And that's the best that I can do for you right now, sweetheart. I'm so sorry for this.
Yeah, just shattering at the leash.
Oh, I'm so sorry, honey. You know what I am going to do? I'm going to send you a little white light right now, a little bit of a healing. In particular, hold on. What's interesting, what they're sending me is white light with violet in it. And okay. And they're also sending me an idea. The affirmation or the affirmative prayer has something to do with you feeling good about yourself, not lost and abandoned. And so let me say a little prayer for you, Penny. So Spirit God is saying to you, dear Penny, from this point forward, you're healed. You're magnificent. Everyone is helping you and loving you in the spirit realm. We know you. We believe in you, and we're working with you. Allow us to work with you to heal this. Namaste, namaste, namaste. Give me another color to put in there for healing. Okay. All right, sweetheart. I'm going to let you go now, love. And I'm so sorry, love, that I can't do more than that.
Thanks.
All right, love. Thank you, honey. Bye-bye.
Thanks.
Yeah, sure. Wow, tonight is a night. Huh, everybody? This is a night for people really getting real with their feelings and their issues with life. Okay, I'm going to go to, there's two people who made a donation, T and Susie B. And then there's a lot of other people waiting. Donation, there's Susie B. and donation from T. Okay, I'm going to T first. T, my dear, go ahead, honey, and give me your question, love.
Sure. Just the question is, after this job here, where do you see me going after this?
All right. Give me the initials of the job, please. That'll just help me get to your vibration. Just the initials of the place of business you're at now, honey.
D.
That's it, D? The whole thing is D. I need at least two letters. I need a vibrational match. B is in boy, C is in call. Okay, B.
No. D is in dog.
Oh, DC. Okay, hold on. DC. It's for T, DC. You've left that job then, I'm assuming, right? You've left it, honey? T?
No.
All right, so you want to know where you're going to go after this. I'm not quite sure what you mean by that, but I will see what comes in. You are going to get ahead. You're going to get ahead in this place if you want to. You don't have to leave where you are to go move up the ladder and make more money. You don't have to leave the whole business. Let me just see now what they mean by that, T. There are other places that you could go to work that would help you a lot more in the economic area, in other words, making more money. But you do need to leave this job behind, but not the business, not the entire company behind. There seems to be other opportunities within the framework of that place. And they're also making me feel that there's something about this place that would be better not to leave than to leave. It doesn't feel that small a business, and it feels like there's benefits and other things, and there are other places to go in the work. Does that make sense to you, sweetheart, from what you know about the place?
Yes. Yes. I just wanted to know, like where, like, the place is starting to make me sick. Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, it may be the area in the business that's making you sick. All right, maybe you could move to a different location where you'd be doing something a little bit more to your nature and your liking and your level of kindness, which is a person who likes to help and heal and really do something that's valuable for others versus pushing something down people's throats that they don't want or like. So from all those words that just happened, by the way, they're coming in from spirit. So I just need to validate that for a moment. It seems to me like where you're now, you're having to do something that doesn't feel right to you or you don't enjoy it. Would you agree with that, please?
Yes.
All right, and you need to, so what you need to do is just transfer to a different department. You will be able to do that very soon. You just need to ask some friends for some help in the organization, and if you don't have any friends, but I think you do because they just said this to me, your guides, then you need to ask people that you know within the organization for help on the inside scoop of how to transfer into another department. It's more to your ideological thinking. You're an idealist. You like to help people. You want to get ahead at the same time and be paid well for it, but you want to do things in an honest way, and not feel like you're taking from people things that that are really ripping them off, I guess is what they're saying. But there are places in the organization you can go. They're more on, the wording is product development end versus the retail end. So the retail end means you're selling it. Product development means you're coming up with products. Because if you're in the development side, coming up with products, you'll feel that you're part of a solution versus part of a problem. I hope that this makes sense to you, T.
Yes.
All right, sweetheart. So go ahead and look for that. Then ask friends in the organization. If you don't have friends, it doesn't really matter. They just mean acquaintances. Ask for them. How do I get into this? How do I get into that? And look for part of the business where they're making the products and they're making the policies versus you trying to sell them. Got it?
Got it.
All right, love. God bless.
Thank you.
You're welcome, honey. Okay, I'm going to, I'd like to get to everybody, but it's just impossible. I'm going to go to Susie B, who's got a donation. Susie B, hello there. What's going on?
Oh, how lovely it is to watch this thing sit down. Very busy with the trick-or-treaters tonight.
Oh, God. Thank you for even helping me. I know. See, Susie B lives in a place where she does get trick-or-treaters. I live in a place where everybody is a trick-or-treat. In other words, they're getting ready to die. I'm in a senior...
You're one step short of the old folks home.
I know. By the way, everybody listening, I'm going to stay on a little longer tonight, maybe 5 to 10 minutes longer, because it's Halloween, and I have a feeling that there's so many people I haven't gotten to yet that I'd like to be able to help at least a few more people. So go ahead, honey. Give me your question, darling. Go ahead.
Okay. I have what I need is a very, very good opportunity in a very, very nice neighborhood. There actually is a mobile home for sale, and it is a HUD. So do you see me actually winning that bid once the bid? Because I think I may have an advantage.
It's in a, HUD mean Housing and Urban Development. Is that what you mean by HUD?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
okay. All right. I thought she meant that it was in the hood or something, like a dangerous neighborhood. Okay. So it's a mobile home.
No, it's in a very nice area.
Okay. So it's a prefab home. It's not a real mobile home, right? Prefab HUD foreclosure.
It's a mobile home or a modular home, mobile manufactured home.
All right. Well, there's big differences, honey, between all of them. Just give me the street, the numbers of the street of the house. Like, I don't need the whole address, just the numbers of the house.
Oh, okay.
If it's going to take a long time, I'm just going to try to answer it because I got so many people waiting.
No, 2135.
All right.
2135 Shoal Creek Road.
I don't need the rest, just that. 2135. I'm going to get this. Yes, no, yes, no. Yeah, it's going to come to you. It does feel like the right fit. Does feel like the right fit for you. You would like the neighborhood very much. It's a very, I don't know why they're saying this, but they say it's a very the neighborhood has I guess they mean diverse. It's got a lot of diversity to it ethnically, and it's an interesting place to live. It's not just a flat kind of boring kind of suburban thing, which I think drives you crazy. You like the diversity, you like the interestingness to it. It's not a bad looking home, and it is in fairly good condition. The former owners had to leave suddenly for some financial reasons, were unable to maintain it or give it upkeep, but it's not in bad shape whatsoever. You won't have to do much inside to it, although you may not have been able to see the inside. They're telling me there's really no real big defects in the home, and that you would like it very much. So I see a good thing there for you. Yes, the answer is yes, 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 yes. Okay?
Wonderful. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sweetheart. All right, I'm going to go on to the next. I'm going to go to somebody in Facebook, and then I'm going to come back to Blog Talk. I'm not leaving Blog Talk, everybody. I just want to go to Vanessa. Vanessa, are you still there? If Vanessa is there, there's a message from her. Question: I'd like to know if her baby's father will be responsible and care about her son. Oh, that's funny. I don't remember Vanessa having a baby last time I talked to her. So in any event, she wants to know if her baby's father will be responsible to his son. I'm just going to try to give you a quick answer, Vanessa. I have no ability to get feedback from you because you didn't call in, but I will just try. Vanessa T. He will be responsible to you, and you will be able to get the money that you deserve. It does feel like the law would be on your side in this particular case, and you would be able to get what you need. So the answer is yes. Okay, moving on to, I want to go to Mike we've got here. We've got Annette. We've got Amala. We've got so many people, and I've got to go to see. It looks like my dear friend Annette has been waiting a long time, and I'm taking you all in the order of which you've been waiting. Annette, honey, hello.
Hi.
Hi, sweetheart.
You know what? I'm gonna give up my turn to someone else.
Oh, that's awfully nice of you.
I've spoken to you before.
Oh, that's really. Oh, that's so sweet. You served the people that called in earlier. There's so much sadness and so many serious things going on. But you don't have. If you feel, I think that you should give me your question. Regardless, you have just as much right as anyone else. So go ahead and give me your question, darling.
Okay. I just want to know, since you've given me a beautiful on-point reading some time ago. And I just want to check in.
Sure.
See what the energy, has the energy shifted and changed between myself and Alan.
Okay. Alan and Annette. Changed or not? Yes. Please, Spirit. No, it's not changed at all. He said they're telling me though he's reticent with his feelings. Though he's not allowing or divulging what's going on in his head. So that's the problem. You're not hearing it from him. You don't know, and sometimes you feel in the dark. Okay, he's trying to.
Yes.
He's trying to tell you his feelings, and let me just see what the disconnect is. He's not really speaking up much. So his language is different. Okay, so his language, sweetheart, is different than yours, and they're going to tell me how he shows you his feelings by being around you a lot. He spends a lot of time with you. He looks into problems that you have. He's trying to help you with little things. Little things doesn't cost a lot of money, but maybe you can't fix something, or something's wrong or whatever. He tries to be there for you when you need things. But I don't see him spending a lot of money on you, nor does he seem to have a lot of money to spend. And that might be another way that you evaluate, whether or not somebody cares about you. Do you understand, please? Does that make sense to you, honey, from what you know? Yes? Okay.
The thing is that we just haven't really spoken to each other for about a month.
And is that because...
Bits and pieces here and there.
Okay. And so did you break up because you thought he didn't love you or he didn't care about you?
No, we just, no. We just seem to kind of drifted apart, but we're coming back together slowly. We see each other on a daily basis.
Ah, interesting. At work or something like that? Is that it?
At work, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's attentive to you in the respect of he may interact with you and try to help you fix things at work or correct things, but he's not spending a lot of money on you because he's not taking you out.
Right. We haven't gone out at all. I asked him, let's get together for dinner before the holidays, and I haven't heard anything from him.
All right. Well, let me just see then, because all right. So the first answer was he does care about you. The second part of it was he's not saying it. The third thing I saw was he's attentive to you, and now you added another layer of richness to this, which is we're not going on dates. And I saw that he wasn't spending a lot of money. Okay, so let me just see if there's something going.
Right.
Okay, his name is Alan. He's not really able to get away right now. There are interferences in the home. Okay, so there seems to be something going on in his day-to-day life that's causing him a problem. And that's what's holding him back. But I do feel that he would come closer to you after that is settled. And I'm going to see what it is, if it's ex-wife or somebody. Let me just see what they're trying to say here. He's not in a relationship with anyone else, but he is having an echo of the past revisit something with him. So it seems to be somebody from the past has come back to try to coyly pull him in, and he's kind of like involved or embroiled in this right now and revisiting feelings from the past. But as a prediction, my prediction, and I don't like to make them unless, of course, they come out, and it is coming out for you, Annette, is that that this is not going to stick with this other person, and he will be moving forward and closer to you. So you'll be hearing from him. So just keep everything the way it is. Make it nice. Make it neutral. Okay. But I do feel that he will be coming. All right, good. He'll be coming closer towards you. All right, love. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yeah. Always love your readings.
Oh.
Whether it's with me or whether you're reading for others, it's always so beautiful and with love and compassion.
Oh.
So thank you.
Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Many blessings to you.
Many to you as well, honey. Thank you. Bye. Okay, coming to Mike, and for some reason Mike got cut off and then re-entered the queue. I'm not sure what happened there. There he is. Mike, what happened? All of a sudden, your whole time was like, I don't know. Anyway, hello, Mike. Are you still there?
I'm still here, and no, I thought I'd been on hold ever since the beginning.
It's funny because and I noticed how long you'd been waiting. You were a little bit less time than the one I just took, but when I just got finished with her and I looked at your wait time, it was pushed down to 1 minute when you'd been there for like a long time. Okay, Mike, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, honey. Give me your question.
Yeah. Well, I'm starting a new job, and I've been waiting for this job to kind of show up. And, of course, that extended me financially. November's fine. Of course, that extended me financially. November's fine and everything like that financially. Just kind of want to look to see into December if there's going to be any hiccups with that.
Okay, so you have a new job, but you want to know if in December, you said, there'll be any hiccups with it?
Correct.
All right.
Yeah, well, not so much with the job, but just with making the bills and things like that.
Oh, you poor thing. I do remember you asking me something about that before. Let's see. Will he be able to pay his bills? Will the job be paying him consistently through December? Spirit. This is for Mike at area code 480. Yes or no? It will open up. It will open up. Actually, they're telling me the job is going to open up new opportunities for you. So not only is it going to be there for you, but there'll be other things coming in, and you will build upon it. This could mean something else. So let me just continue for a moment. Does this mean that the job would end and then you'd have to move to a new job, or that he'd have this job and another job? It's just very abundant. This job is filled with opportunities, filled with activities, filled with new potential, and will not let you down. So just the opposite of what you're thinking, it looks like it's going to actually be pretty busy, and there's going to be a lot more things coming in from the job that will lead you squarely forward in the direction you're trying to move, which, here we go again with the word helping people get on their feet financially. So I wonder what that means. They're telling me that the work that you're doing will help other people get on their feet financially, and you're going to like it very much. There's plenty of work for you, and you don't need to worry about loss anymore. It seems that you've adjusted something from the past that you used to do that has changed your outlook now. As if you've refined what you were looking for, and you've kind of found the juggernaut or the place to focus your efforts and your energy that will reward you. So don't worry, everything's going to be just fine. That's my answer. Make sense?
Yeah, that makes perfect sense because it's bartending, so there's going to be all kinds of opportunities of different people. So yeah, that happens.
I have a funny feeling that you may meet somebody that gets you into something else. I don't know. Let's see.
Right.
All right, because they said that you're going to be helping other people make money. So maybe that means it could be, I don't think you're going to want to do this, but it may mean that you get into managing a bar, and then you're managing people making money. It may mean that you get into a restaurant chain that has many, you move from place to place, and there's an abundance of places to work in there, you know. But whatever it is, you're going to feel very wanted, very needed, and it's going to be a lot of money there for you, and I just feel a lot of prosperity rolling in with this. So it's abundant opportunity, but an opportunity to help others make money as well. So let's see where that goes.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, honey. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
I love to be able to give people good news, but I hope it's accurate news, right? Amala has a health question for her mother. Hello, Amala.
Hi.
Hi, sweetheart. You know, I'm doing good. You know, you were another one where all the numbers got changed again, but I remember you, so here we are. Go ahead, sweetheart, and give me your question, darling.
Okay, so I'm a caretaker, and basically, my mom had a mini stroke a month ago. She's struggling. Yeah, it's mini, so it was so hard to detect it. The tests are still coming out normal to this day.
Yeah.
So we know something happened because this happened 3 times in a week.
Okay.
1 week. So anyway, the point is that like now she's having arthritis issues, and she still feels weakness, and I'm just really worried about her. I'm a little tired too because of the caretaking, and I just want to know if there's any light at the end of the tunnel. It's just hard.
Well, remember, I felt very strongly that that you were an other side person. I was supposed to be doing another side connection for you. Yes. And you now just use the metaphor, other light at the end of the tunnel. So, you know, at some point, let me just double check and see what they want me to do with this. What is your mom's name, please?
My mom's name?
Yes.
Hira.
Hira, okay. And does she have a sister in spirit, please?
Yes.
Okay. Well, her sister is calling to her and saying hello and letting her know that it's comfy and nice where she is in the spirit world and that she loves her very much. She's also saying not to be frightened of anything, Hira, not to be frightened of anything, and that her sister is here for her. She says to you not to worry about anything. Everything is going to be just fine in the long run. Mom will get well for a little bit of time, but you have to understand that we all go to spirit world eventually. So there is light at the end of the tunnel for the short term. Mom will regain some of her strength. She will regain some of her eyesight, they're saying, of sister and spirit. Some of her eyesight, be able to see better, breathe better, and get around better. But in the long run, she says she's going to be comfortable with her sister in spirit, but that's not right away. So she's trying to soothe you, but also remind you that there is a spirit kingdom and that we don't go away. We don't die. We move to another dimension.
Right.
Okay. So the answer is Mom's going to get better for the short term, but then eventually, like we all do, we all are going to go to the spirit world eventually. There's something about her eyesight and weakness and breath and all that might be very disturbing to you. And I also see your mom feeling depressed from the illnesses and the weakness in her legs and all. It's when you don't feel well, you can get depressed. And I see her depressed, and she's trying to be optimistic, your mother, and you're trying to be
90 seconds.
optimistic. But it seems to me, from what I can see, things are out of control at the moment, and that the both of you have lost hope, faith, and a sense of well-being. But Spirit wants to say to you that this is all supposed to be this way, and that eventually we're all going to transition. So we need to be calm, and we need to be aware. We need to expand our consciousness and understand that life continues, sweetheart.
6 seconds.
Yeah, and can I my father okay too?
Can you just do what, honey? What was
my
that?
father, is he the same way? Is he okay?
Your father? Oh,
He's still here.
all right. Wow, you got your hands full, huh? What's your father? What's your father's name?
Emil.
Emil, okay.
Emil.
Well,
Yeah.
he's going to be detained for a while with the illness he has. Feels like he can't get strength in his legs.
Yes.
He's not feeling well most of the time. He's cute. I could see a picture of him. They're showing me a picture of him. He's okay. I mean, he's an interesting person because you see even in the throes of agony, he doesn't look like he's
10 seconds.
angry or negative. He just looks like he just smiles. He seems to never really say much. But he's not going to get better. Over time it'll get even worse. But at least he's a positive outlook kind of guy. And I also see that it looks like his mental focus right now seems to be going more and more inward. So even though he's smiling, you may say, "Dad, are you there? Where are you, Dad?"
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
He loves you.
And he just turned 80.
Yeah.
He just turned 81. It's an air sign, so that makes sense. The Libra in him. So,
I could see him, and he's a little bit incontinent, and he's just a little mixed up sometimes. It's all aging. My father took him 7 years after he had a major stroke. It took him 7 years, and all those years between the stroke and him finally transitioning, I learned a lesson of let go, let God, and there's only so much you can do for people, and then after that, you have to let nature take its course.